Stevenson, number 17, Tiana Grant, number 18, Jose Stevenson, number 19, Asian Lee, number 31, Tori K. Turner, and the substitutes, number 1, Anastasia Green, 4, Samoya Henry, 5, Tiana Davidson, 8, Shanelia Young, 10, Nicolette Prendergrass, 14, Kai Phillips, and ladies and gentlemen, this is very special.
Hi.
All the members on the management team for Team Reinas are Meadowbrook High School class students. So because it's the ISSA Construction Reinas Cup team, time to go back into line. We're going to play the national anthem. The national anthem will be played. Referees, are you hearing me? The national anthem will be played. Teams go back in line. Teams go back in line. Team Kingston, are you referees? Referees, you want to play the national anthem? So please come back in line. Ladies and gentlemen, kindly stand for the play of the national anthem. It's the ISSA Construction Reinas Cup 2023. Team Reinas.
I can't stand on me, I want to smell you at the backside. I mean? Yeah, man. It actually live.
Ladies and gentlemen, the playing of the national anthem. All the best, ladies.
You know how much am I get paid? Yeah. Not really, but in the million. 1.8, 1.6, sorry, a month. 10,000. Yeah, 10,000 a month. At 10. Is the bird brown can I play too? Yeah. Yeah, man. Quick cock a line into it fast. Good player. Yeah, really good player. No, they want to make you play more advanced.
It's a game between Reinas Academy and Kingston Football Academy. Reinas getting things off and running. Referee Carl Terrell in the middle. This Nelson. Expect fireworks though when you talk about national players. At least 5 national players on Reinas under 20, but the same on Kingston Football Academy. Well, more so 4 under 20 and 1 under 15. Nelson showing her strength. Has options to her right. Turner back to Nelson. Swings a play on the right hand side, looking for the run and the movement of Stevenson. Not the greatest pass from Nelson. First half action in the feature matchup. Day 1. How many weeks this will go on? A lot. You may ask a question. Every weekend, a set of games, triple feature, different venues. Oh, brilliant play. Running out of real estate though. This by Minot. Well, they said Mignot actually. The guy called her Minot. No, it's told Mignot. But Mignot, a part of the Fraser's Whip team that won the Women's Premier League. So too, 4 other players on this team. Tiny Seaton also winning Mignot and Seaton for Excelsior High School. Toller, Johnson and Smith for the Kingston Football Academy team. But in the meantime, they're in white and red with black shorts. Reinas in possession. Turning away from one. Switch to play now. Oh, not the greatest pass at all. But broken up somewhat. Ball turn outside the penalty area. The goalkeeper, Thor, moving outside the penalty area. Swinging the ball into touch though. Not the greatest pass at all. Ashbourne was looking on the other end. She wanted the possession. She's a skillful player, Ashbourne. A national under 20 representative. A throw. Kingston Football Academy. So you may ask the question which persons have been asking. I will say it once again. Age group is under 20. Third and final, the feature game on this opening day of the ISSA Construction Reinas Cup. Showing Nelson. His number 7 jersey. And the ball they given away. Did it go inside the goal area? No, says the first assistant. That is Karima Murphy. I was looking on her to see if it actually went over the goal line, but the flag was not raised. Thought they gave away the possession. Ashley takes a throw for Reinas. Purple and white for Reinas. Poor control being displayed by Ashbourne. Again possession away right to Kingston Football Academy. Broken up by the defender Turner. Or right back to KFC. Or KFAC I should say. So Ashbourne. On the ball though, our teammate to take the throw. She wanted it to take it first time out. Two throws in succession for the Reinas Academy team. Poor clearance. Right boot of Tolo. Oh, brilliant movement where the ball floated downfield. But the custodian, Thor, moving inside a penalty area, which was just outside. Had it covered. She looks across. Changes the strategy and direction of play for Reinas. Back on the left. Back inside to Thor. Rolls it on the right this time around to Clark. Clark in possession all alone. Now being tackled up as Burnett. Not allowing her to go too far. Clark will take the throw for Reinas. Back to Clark. Inside the half line controlling. Turner. Changes. Spray brilliantly, Turner. One touch forward. Oh, going by one ever so sweetly. A shot taken which was blocked. In the meantime, play continues. Ball floated inside the penalty area. Chested up more so than down by Nelson. Taken away. Oh, brilliant movement this from Kingston Football Academy. Running onto real estate though again for the second time. This has happened. So Mignot. Turning beautifully. Nelson going by one. I mean, able to go by the second. Grant is there. Try to put inside the penalty area.
Well done,
So Johnson robbed of the possession. And the pass heavy was intended for Grant. He could not latch on. Strong pass. Ashbourne is there. And referee Carl Terrell stopped the proceedings as he saw Nelson down on the ground after that harsh tackle. Well, she's up. She's on her feet. For Reinas. Lee controls. Swings the plane to the left. Floated down. Ball now put to the right, left boot of Grant. Grant turns, surrounded by three players. And Mignot puts the plane to touch for a throw. Stevenson takes a throw. Long throw downfield. Controlled beautifully. Deflected out somewhat. Lee fighting for the possession. Cleared by Kingston Football Academy.
Good recovery.
Clark is there, the sweeper, finding her custodian, Thor. Has options to her right. She sees Turner bellowing to her. Turner puts it forward. Brilliant ball between two defenders, but Mignot is there in defense. And she falls over. In the meantime, play continues. Stevenson with a cross on to find Kingston Football Academy players.
Shopping Central.
Clark. Turner. Sliding inside. Brilliant done to Nelson. One touch on the right to Stevenson. Stevenson can't get the better of Mignot. Turning beautifully. Johnson puts it back to her sweeper in the form of Leslie. Oh, brilliant pass by Leslie. Controlling beautifully. Inside the center circle. This to Johnson. A brilliant pass by Johnson. Brilliant pass, Kingston Football Academy. Looking for the movement on the left-hand side by Burnett. But no, collected by Williams. Burnett is there. Between two players. Turning is Johnson. Laying off the possession. She wants it back. She gets it back. Johnson on her left boot. She takes a shot and drags it. Awkward bounce to goalkeeper Thor, who had it covered. Nil all the scoreline. Third and final game on the opening day ISSA Construction, Reinas Cup.
Angelina.
Turning beautifully, Tuller.
So, that name.
Turning is Williams, and a shot by Williams, dragging it wide of the right upright. So no goal scored just yet. First half action in this matchup. Controlling beautifully. Stevenson back to Clark. Stevenson for Reinas. Strong pass inside the center circle. Was trying to change from right to left. She did just that. Oh, that was brilliantly done to Sampson. Midway their half, Reinas looking for Ashbourne, but broken up by the defense. Just like Seaton. Yes, it's Seaton.
No,
She's
Johnson.
speedy. That's Stein is Seaton.
Oh, yeah, see, yeah.
She was dominant in the high school league for Excelsior High. Dominant playing for Fraser's Whip. She can play midfield. She can play striker. She can play wingback. Well, she takes the corner from the right for Kingston Football Academy. Floats it, looking for the top of the penalty area. Poor clearance, though, of the right boot of Nelson. Trying to go forward, went behind her for another corner. 2 corners in succession. Corner comes again. Oh, one-time effort, a volley on the right boot of Mignot over the crossbar. So Reinas Academy having a lot of support on hand. Short thaw. Clark for Reinas. Puts the play on the right hand side. Brilliant. This by Ashbourne. But change wings. She was operating on the left, so switched to the right. But Mignot is there to stop the attack. Ashbourne wants it back. Oh, she gets by Mignot this time around, but not be able to get by the other defender. And a foul called by referee Tyrrell, and it will go the other way as Ashbourne ran into her opposing player. That was Forbes. Turning beautifully. Oh, a bit of skill being shown by Smith. National under 15 player Smith. Has some height. And still able. I think she'll go some more. So, brilliant ball on the right hand side to Ashbourne. Ashbourne now. Mignot is there. And Mignot coming in. And said, Ashbourne, get up. I have it covered. A national under 20 player, Mignot. Ashbourne, national under 20 player. National to national. It's a keen contest between these two teams. Corner coming in. Oh, goalkeeper failing to hold on, but it's cleared by the defense. Forbes puts it behind Smith and trying to pick up the pieces. There's Tullo. Tullo holds up the play. Brilliantly done by Tullo. It's Tiny Seaton. Between two players, she wants it back. She does not get it back. But it's won by Stevenson. It goes forward. Stevenson puts it on the left, but it's broken up by the defense once again, this time in the form of Richards. Kingston Football Academy. Seaton puts it play forward on the left-hand side, allowing Williams to chase. Williams gets the bet of Clark. But Clark toes it into touch for a throw. Throw taken. Kingston Football Academy. Smith goes by one, and a shot taken. Not the greatest effort at all by Johnson. That was more of a floater than anything else. No power on that shot. Went wide off the left upright high. Seemed like a field goal in the NFL, more so than a shot towards goal. No goal scored just yet in the feature matchup. The Reinas and Kingston Football Academy. It's all about the Reinas Cup, sponsored by ISSA Construction. Ashbourne. Stolen by Burnett. Burnett failing to control. Awarding Reinas Academy the throw. Ashbourne put inside, top of the penalty area, looking for Stevenson. Broken up, Stevenson gets it, turns beautifully. On a right, Bushy takes a shot, and wide off the left upright. However, goalkeeper Brown had it all covered. Felician Brown goal kick. Johnson. Brilliant pass to Seaton, who now goes forward. She has some speed. Williams looking back for Seaton. And then Burnett is off to the races. Ashbourne gets the better of Burnett. Pulls it back, but only to find Seaton. Seaton goes by one. Being ushered away from her opponent's goal. Smith forces inside. But the goalkeeper Thaw is there from Reinas Academy. Moves the ball upfield. Brilliant pass this to Smith. Turns it on the right. Johnson chips it across the face of goal, but custodian Thaw is there. Doing the duties for the custodian. Lights are not being turned on just yet. Grant. Stevenson giving away possession. We're looking for Ashbourne.
Yeah.
Smith puts the play on the right. Johnson. Broken up by Reinas in the form of Sampson. Lays it forward to Grant. Grant controls, holds on the play. Now looking for the movement on the right hand side. That is Ashbourne. Good big give and go. Ashbourne lines up, takes a shot wide off the left upright. It's a give and go between Ashbourne and Nelson. Two national under 20 representatives. So the lights are coming on inside of the Waterhouse Stadium. Goal kick to Kingston Football Academy. Johnson controls, skips over one challenge, turns it back deep inside her own half, swings the play now to the left to Mignot. Back inside her center circle, or her penalty area, pardon me. And giving away possession. Now Stevenson laying it off. They're trying to win the possession. That's Reinas Academy. And it's a free kick. So Leslie, Kingston Football Academy, the sweeper, made a huge mistake a short while ago in her clearance.
Maybe just feel inside the game like no.
Leslie with a free kick. Poor clearance. Head. Burnett. Giving possession. Grant. Inside the center circle. Nelson. Ashbourne inside to Grant, but read well by Mignot. Mignot puts it on the left to Williams. Scoops it up. Smith, but surrounded by 3 players. Broken up. Leslie, giving away possession. Here comes once again Ashbourne for Reinas Academy. Mignot is there and blocks the intended cross. Leslie with the clearance for Kingston Football Academy. Picked up by Lee. No whistle on the play. Nelson running into Mignot. The 2 players are down. In the meantime, here comes Smith between 2 defenders looking for Seaton. Broken up by Thor. Stevenson. Seaton actually rushed. And let's see what will happen. What decision will be made by referee Tyrrell. Goal kick. So says the first assistant. That's Murphy. Karima is her first name. Tiny Seaton stripping her opponent of the possession and over dribbling. I will tell you who it is for Reinas, who is down. Has been an interesting affair though between these 2 teams. Sabolas defeating Next Generation by 4 goals to 0. Genesis getting the better of Wi-Fi by 1 goal to 0. Well, those are the 2 completed games on the opening day. So it's not a one-day championship, not at all. And Lee, who was on the ground, still on the ground, I mean, helped up, assisted. She's walking gingerly as both teams have gone across for their own water break. Not an official water break. It's close to the water break anyways, as we see referee Tyrrell just looks on his watch. As has been a fun-filled day, well, in the afternoon you should say, started at 2:10, a little bit late with the opening fixture. And then we have the second match. So the young man coming on the field to take the bottle from the players. So he's taking off the bottle off the field, doing good work. He's one of the ball boys. Well, he's actually just juggling. That's what he does best. On the sidelines. And the match will resume. And Lee coming back on the field, hobbling somewhat. Reinas in possession inside their own half. Seem to play forward. Not the greatest pass at all. Mr. Stevenson was operating on the right. Well, she's gone on the left, switching with Ashbourne. At Kingston Football Academy will have something to say. They know a thing or two about winning championships. In terms of... And Johnson with a beautiful control though, before she was tugged. Seen by referee Tyrrell. And when I say Kingston Football Academy in terms of winning championships, about 5 or 4 of their players have won titles. Well, for Fraser's Whip and for Excelsior. High school and the Premier League. Turning is seated, but turning right into Lee. Was hobbling a shot a while ago. Not 100% just yet. And a turn back to Thor. But Williams, who has some speed, was running and rushing like a runaway train. But Thor was not moved. A ball coming inside to Thor at the near post. She boots upfield. Oh, Mignot beating all ends up. Ashbourne puts it forward. This to Nelson. And Mignot is there. But she has given it right back to Nelson. Grant goes forward on the left boot. Takes a shot, a curler on the bounce to right to goalkeeper Brown of Kingston Football Academy. Mignot in a no-nonsense mood this afternoon. Here once again. Oh, the pass intercepted. Picked up by Smith, who goes forward. Looking for the sprint of Williams. But Clark is there. Finds her goalkeeper. Looking back for Clark, that was thought was wide. The intention was there because what Clark did was break off to the left to accept the pass. But the pass from Thor was wayward. Has given back Kingston Football Academy the possession. Throw. Smith. Oh, blocked somewhat. And what was that by Ashbourne? You have to ask the question, though. Under no pressure whatsoever, she could have booted the ball upfield. She turned around and gave them a throw. Oh, that's a heavy hit of the right boot of Williams. She has speed and she has power. But does she have accuracy, or does she has it at all? Goal kick, my thought. Reinas in possession. Pardon me. That's Stevenson. Looking for the other Stevenson. Kingston Football Academy in possession. Roll the play to Tyner Seaton. Could not get the better of Lee. Lee to Stevenson on the left. Puts the play forward, but broken up by the defense of KFAC. Here's Seaton. Swings the play high, but right to the custodian at the near post. Poor cross this from Seaton. National under 20 player. She boots the ball upfield. Oh, failure to control. Or Stevenson. Almost a steal by Nelson. Lee puts it back to Nelson. Goes forward. Has options to her right. Ashbourne latches on. Cross is blocked by Mignot. And Mignot almost getting the better of Ashbourne. Left leg has towed it over the goal line for a goal kick. The Kingston Football Academy. It's a battle between the two, Ashbourne and Mignot. I think that's why the change was made by Coach Oxford. Tolo puts the play into touch for a throw to Reinas Football Academy. Clark. Lee. Seaton in defense. Broken up. Nelson's there. But standing strong is Smith. A brilliant ball to Seaton. Seaton holds on the play. Rolls it. And a shot by Johnson. Over the crossbar. Goal kick. Brilliant play though by Seaton. Held up the possession. Rolled it off to the incoming Johnson. Who took the shot over the crossbar. It's a goal kick to Reinas Academy. It's a 0 scoreline in first half action. Clark. Ashbourne controlling. Try to go through the legs. The defender.
Tiana size, man. That's a Renard your ball. That's a Renard your ball. Fun.
So a throw. That's a fall throw, though. That is a fall throw by Burnett. Turning beautifully is Nelson, going by one. But Mignot was there. And did she fear? Johnson being straight to the possession. Mignot. Can't go by Grant.
There.
Clearance back in, down to Mignot. Oh, good pass it was to Smith. Turning beautifully, Smith. Running out of real estate. Throw. It's Ashbourne. All toed into touch. No, Ashbourne would take the throw. Nelson pulled off. No one went with her. Good tackle coming in from Smith of Kingston Football Academy. Turner was dispossessed. It will be a throw. Almost a fall throw, though. The left leg almost went up. This by Burnett, having a slight problem there. Leslie. Kingston Football Academy trying to build from their half. Johnson trying to latch on. But Stevenson is there, gets the better of Johnson. Stevenson puts it forward, looking for Nelson, but broken up by Leslie in defense for Kingston Football Academy.
Off spin.
Lee, with a foul committed. This on Turner of Reinas Academy. So will be a free kick. Grimacing somewhat is Turner. Well, she's on her feet, hobbling. Free kick taken. Header up more so than out by Ashley. Clearance by Turner. Handball seen by referee Tyrrell. Free kick taken quickly. Smith latches on. Kingston Football Academy going almost into a wall. And very good defensive work by Turner, but has only given back the ball to Kingston Football Academy. And Ashbourne there in defense for Reinas. The clearance. When it goes the other way, what referee Tyrrell is saying, it brushed Smith before it went outside. So it will be Reinas Academy throw.
Don't make it boom.
Ashbourne. Surrounded by three players. And looking to get by Mignot. Oh, she was bundled off the ball by Nelson. And the flag went up. Nelson running to the shoulder. That's what she's saying. Into Mignot. Who tumbled over. She's still on the ground, though.
We can't tell her right now.
And referee Tyrrell is having a word with her.
She name. Oh, Nelson. Oh, Taisha Nelson. No, she not captain of the team, man. They're not 17 team. Sure. No play on the 17 what they would Mignot.
Mignot hobbling. Say the possession before it went outside. Header by Turner. It's a throw to Kingston Football Academy. No goals on the cards just yet. It's a battle in the middle of the pitch between the two teams. Both teams having national players. It's another fall throw. again from Burnett. So Burnett having that problem though. 3 times she has been called for fall through, and the 4th time her left leg almost left the ground. So either they work on the product half time or let somebody else take the throw. Turner. Stevenson. Stowed away by Johnson. So it will be the throw of Reinas. Turner takes a throw. Stevenson controls, but Johnson gets the better of both. Seaton, she has speed. She goes on the left-hand side. Seaton goes towards goal. Inside between 2 players and looking for the striker, Williams, but broken up by the defense of Ashley. Puts it into touch for a throw. Ashley, a national under-20 representative. Played in left-back position, but came across. A throw. Migna takes the throw. Johnson. Taken away by Turner, but into touch for a throw. Not a throw this time. Back. This is a skillful one, you may say. Johnson. Well, not the greatest control by Smith, but she wins it back. Kingston Football Academy. Handball. Seen by referee Terrell. So Smith handed the ball a short while ago just in front of the referee. Not seen by many, but saw referee Mignot going into the body, and that is revenge, you may call it. Into the body of Nelson. Mignot was left on our buttocks earlier on after that challenge by Nelson. This time, the challenge by Mignot saw Nelson flashing her hands. Ball floated inside the penalty area. Ashbourne going by 1. Still Ashbourne on the right hand side. Still Ashbourne. She had the chance to swing it across. She chose not to. So Johnson almost gave it away. Grant, beautifully done. Holds on the play. Ashbourne. Poor cross by Ashbourne. Rolled it right into the path of Ashbourne, who failed to deliver a good cross. It's a goal kick for Kingston Football Academy. Still nil all the scoreline. Here once again, laying out possession, Nelson. Looking back for Nelson, gets it back. She has Ashbourne to her right. She finds Ashbourne. Back, oh, gets to give her a go. Nelson gets it back, and it's cleared by Mignot. Here is Seaton. Seaton. Oh, tugged down though. She was tugged down, not seen by referee Terrell. It's by Turner. In the meantime, here comes Smith. Kingston Football Academy building brilliantly. The Seaton is offside. Seen by the first assistant, Karima Murphy. Free kick taken quickly. Deja on the other end. Ashbourne trying to swing the ball across, but Mignot gets the better of Ashbourne. They find Williams. Oh, poor pass by Williams and cleared by Turner. Sampson. Sampson goes by 2. Still Sampson in possession. She's offside. She went before. The flag does not go up. Now it goes when she reaches the ball. And the flag of the second assistant went up. She was offside by 1.5 miles. Stevenson made the run too early. Sampson saw her, but never realized she was offside. The Kingston Football Academy loses possession. And a free kick awarded. To Reinas Football Academy, or Reinas Academy. One on swung. Header. Out. Not the greatest header at all. But controlled. Oh, skipping one challenge. Here once again.
Yeah, and he really programmed them, man.
Stevenson. On the right boot. Stevenson. Grant. Is taken from Grant. Very good work there by Johnson, but they've given it away. Turner looking for Nelson. Nelson on the right hand side to Ashbourne. Who's offside? Who's offside? So free kick awarded this the Kingston Football Academy. Reinas has gone into another gear. Kingston Football Academy countering, and they have the dangerous Tiny Seaton on the half line. He started in defense. He told her before she can spank them and she can sprint. Solid. 5 minutes to go to complete regulation time of the first half of this intriguing third game on the trot. Crowd are starting to build at the Waterhouse Stadium. Free kick taken. Turning beautifully. It's Turner. But gave away the possession. Seaton. I was trying to get by both players though, but Ashbourne read it well. Towed it into touch. Seaton taking the throw. Jostling for position. And taken away. Using her body though was Williams and took down Clark. Free kick to take by Thor. Nelson fending off her defender. Johnson almost stealing, picking the pocket. Here once again, Nelson looking on. Chipping the play forward, looking for the run of Stevenson, but broken up by the defense. Kingston Football Academy. Seaton now on the left hand side. She turns in, rolls it alongside to Johnson. Johnson puts it on the right. She thought that Smith was continuing on that path. She held her run, and no one moved towards the possession. Goalkeeper Thor was there. Still a 0-0 scoreline, still first half action. Reinas Academy broken up by the defense, the former Forbes. And the ball put now to Smith on the right. Brilliant pass to Smith. Across the, oh, that was poor. That was poor by Smith. She was all alone, could have dribbled inside. Yes, Clark was there lurking in defense, but she could have actually settled herself and put across. Seaton was there at the back post all alone, and Williams was just ahead of her. Mignot puts it again to Burnett. Burnett gave away the possession. Stevenson being harassed somewhat. Turner now fighting Nelson, going forward. Has Stevenson to her right. She escapes and then puts to the right hand side to Ashbourne. Ashbourne first touch, turns inside. She leaves Mignot behind, and the whistle comes.
Yeah, and
She got the better of Mignot then and there for the first time. She was brought down. Grant will take the free kick. Hands akimbo from Grant. Referee Terrell looks at his watch. Swings it across the face of goal. The clearance doesn't come. No, it comes. Seaton Can't get the better of Turner. Goes by one and a shot. Controlling is Stevenson, but failing to gather. Oh, turning beautifully. They can build somewhat. Williams puts the play forward to Smith, who couldn't control. Stevenson coming back in defense. There are two Stevensons on the pitch. And that signals the end of the first half between Reinas Academy and Kingston Football Academy. Nil on the scoreline in this match of the third and final game on the opening day.
You are watching the Reinas Academy Limited ISSA Construction Reinas Cup here on MGTV, powered by Printwear Online. Reinas Academy Limited wishes to thank the sponsors of this year's Reinas Cup: Ensure, Jamaica National, Soccer Express, Caldwell Banker Realty, Yardi Sports, Sports of Jamaica, Kind Heart Foundation, and Be Creative Designs.
Good to go.
Sports on tonight, Sports.
Getting ready for the start of the second half in this third game of the triple header. And this Reinas Cup is a construction sponsored. Reinas Academy up against Kingston Football Academy. Kingston Football Academy starting up proceedings. Johnson launching downfield to Tiny Seaton. Seaton trying to get the better of Ashbourne. But it will be a corner to start off the proceedings here in the second half. No goals on the cards just yet between these two teams. The corner will be taken by Seaton as they'll start on the up. Ball floating inside the penalty area. A header by Clark, but right back to Seaton. Seaton gets by Clark.
Oh God.
Johnson
Johnson
takes a shot. It's blocked. Stevenson comes across. And a boot takes down Stevenson. And a free kick awarded to Reinas.
Left foot shoot.
It's all in the back of her thigh. No Stevenson after that impact. Clark swings it to the left to Lee. Wide or right. Turns inside beautifully. No look pass to Grant. Grant turns beautifully. Swings it to Nelson. Nelson has two options, left and right. Instead, she went right back to Ashley. National under 15 captain, Ashley. Oh, they're giving away the possession. Johnson sees the movement of Seaton. And a beautiful, brilliant ball to Seaton. That's a splitting pass. Seaton goes by one inside the penalty area. And she's bounded over. Very good defensive work. And right away, the custodian Thor rolls it out to Ashbourne. Ashbourne puts it forward to Stevenson. And Stevenson, that's Tajay. And Vanessa Stevenson, two Stevensons in the house for Reinas. Mignot was going through non-stop. Coming off the left boot of Burnett. There'll be a throw to Reinas. Actually, should have been a throw to Reinas. It touched the left boot of Burnett. Officials failed to see that though, but play continues. Johnson. Mignot puts it forward to Smith. Turns, looking back for Johnson. Gets it back. Rolls it forward. To number 13. Seems like a change has been made. And that's Richards actually. Here comes Reinas. Oh, going by one. But the sweeper is there. Oh. The ball thrown outside, so a throw to Reinas. Ashbourne takes a throw. Trying to go through the legs, Ashbourne. Oh, trying to dance in the possession. Rolls it. Oh, goes by one and goes by two. Want to do a little bit too much, so try to go by three. But Johnson was there in defense. And she still stands strong for Kingston Football Academy.
She good enough, bro.
So Johnson goes by Stevenson. Swings the play upfield. Brilliantly done by Johnson. In the path of Richards. Richards puts it forward. Burnett. Burnett has Seaton in her sights. Seaton. Oh, she can dance. She can dance. Goes wide. Holds on the play. Still Seaton. Oh, Tiny Seaton showing some skill here. Oh, trying to scoop it up overhead. Was not successful at all. She danced. And a nudge in the back of Seaton. She not liking that nudge. And I think she was going to say something. When she walked away, as she lost the possession, then Williams with a poor effort in the end. After all that gallery, the store closed. Stevenson. That's Vanessa. Putting the player forward. Brilliant movement by Grant. Trying to force the play, looking for the other Stevenson. She apologizes. But Kingston Football Academy had given away the possession. So Turner goes on the right. And the ball thrown into touch. A throw. That was Ashley. One touch. Ashley swings the ball inside the penalty area. Chested down and cleared. Over the head of Turner. It's going to be a throw for Reinas. Clark. Lee. Ashbourne.
Good ball after she fills the gap.
Oh, turns one. Ashbourne.
Kick one, kick it up. Olivia one.
Nelson.
Olivia one, kick it.
Nelson turns away from Seaton. And she dribbles and goes into touch. So the captain, Nelson, lost concentration. There's a player who is down. Looks like Forbes is down for Kingston Football Academy. Hopefully that she's okay. So you're not missing much. It's ice being applied to her left leg. As Forbes. No goals in the cards. Has been an exciting affair. It comes down to quality. This is the best of the 3 games we have seen. However, goals have not told the story just yet. So, the coach near Oxford just looking on his goalkeeper, Brianna Thor. So not only one, but 2 players have been attended to. One on each team. Seems like she's okay though. She's walking off. That's Alexandria Forbes of Kingston Football Academy. On the other end, Shawnee Felicia Brown. The goalkeeper. Referee Charles gets along with it. Seaton goes by 1 ever so sweetly. Oh, she's trying to force that, looking for Johnson. But surrounded by 3 players. Johnson tumbles over. She gets back up. That's not Johnson, that's Williams. So, finding her goalkeeper. Back to Clark. Bit of confidence being shown there. And Nelson. Ball put on the left-hand side. Oh, brilliant move. Oh, brilliant move, a handball. Brilliant move there by Ashbourne. Getting the better of Richards. The free kick awarded to Reinas. Ashbourne will take it. Headed down to Stevenson. On to find Smith on the other end. Smith now to Johnson. Controls. forces it, looking for the movement of Smith, but the goalkeeper, Thor, coming outside the penalty area, launching the play downfield. Mignot controls for KFA, Kingston Football Academy. Forbes turns it back. So 1, Reinas Academy. Smith. Richards. But 1
Don't play back.
by Sampson. Ball looking over the head of Grant. Grant is the shortest in the park.
2 more years from now, Tiana.
Lee.
I'm a judge.
First inside to Stevenson. Back to Lee. Looking back for the movement of Stevenson. So Grant puts it on the right hand side. Ball swung inside. But Johnson fends off one defender. Swings the play on the left hand side. Brilliant ball to Seaton. Seaton, who has been making her mark on the right hand side. Going by Ashbourne. Still the deflection of the boot of Ashbourne. Oh, this time she was clear. Seaton, the cross comes deflected. Across, it had some spin on it. And that's what fooled everyone. Spin was on the ball, beat 2 players. Williams was there trying to knock it in, but here comes on the other end, the captain, Nelson, goes towards goal. She has Stevenson to her left, and a tackle coming in, and it goes outside for a throw.
Mignot.
So Mignot again in defense. The Kingston Football Academy has been standing strong. The national under-20 player.
So far, play of the game. Usually a Mignot.
A change is going to be made.
You can go time in.
Burnett will be taken off.
Mignot and Asia. Asia will make it very.
I'll tell you who it is in a very short while who will be coming on. Kingston Football Academy. Burnett has been taken off. On your screen just now. Ashbourne will take the throw. She's going for a long one. Turn it back to Ashley. Swings inside to no one. Ashley. It's a goal kick. The Kingston Football Academy. Was rolls it and give it away. Nelson. Stevenson with a shot. Oh, it's blocked. But right to Nelson. Stevenson's there. And the whistle coming. Foul inside of the penalty area. Stevenson and Mignot. Mignot who goes down. Mignot is in almost every defensive aspect of the Kingston Football Academy's team.
They got the gun. Legomatic.
Free kick taken. Johnson. It's a play on the left. Looking back. Or looking for Smith. Not 1 or 2 times. Turner turns it away from her own goal. Clark. Ashley. Thor. Rolls it to Ashley. Smith comes in defense, puts the ball downfield. Now Ashbourne tried to latch on. She was onside.
No! Oh!
Well, the referee has stopped to say offside. They had it wrong. I'm going to be honest with you. I normally don't say that, to be honest. But she was not in the offside position. She was not in the offside position. Ashbourne, who went for the ball. Because the first assistant did not make the signal. After the referee made the decision, her flag went up. So her flag did not go up at the time that Ashley went up for the ball. But she was onside. But Sampson was in the offside position. A change is going to be made though. Another change. So now a change is going to be made. So Stevenson is off. So Tajay Stevenson is off. Well, floated to Stevenson. That's the other Stevenson on the right hand side. And the ball went into touch will be Kingston Football Academy's possession. The foul. Free kick taken. Johnson evading two players, but taken away from Johnson. Very good play. Here is the captain. Lines up, takes a shot as Nelson gains a corner for her team.
Number 8?
Yes, yeah. 18, Touch. Stevens, nothing.
Taz Stevenson coming off. Young coming in. Reinas with a corner. Ball swung inside the penalty area. Cleared. Grant puts it back on the right. Oh, pulled it back. Thought of the penalty area. Poor. But Grant has broken up the play. Ashbourne lines up. Takes a shot towards goal. All right, to the custodian for Kingston Football Academy. Miss Felicia Brown.
Yeah, because you push it hard.
Whipping it towards goal. So not the greatest goal clearance from her. Sampson laying on the position, wanting it back. Sampson gets it back. Back inside the penalty area and deflected out before Young could latch on. Give one goal between Sampson and Young. Young who just came on the park, replacing Stevenson. Well, they've won themselves a corner. That's Reinas Academy. No goals on the cards just as yet.
Who that? Neo? Oh.
Corner. Swinging the ball inside the penalty area. Header towards goal. Shot up in the air. Still bouncing outside. Now it's cleared by Kingston Football Academy. Seen trying to latch on. But Lee standing strong. Headed to the left. Broken up. A sheet in the possession. But she gave it away. Oh, that's poor from Lee. But no. Ashbourne. Turning beautifully. Nelson swings the play on the right hand side. But here comes Reinas Academy. Johnson wins it for King FA. Tackled from behind by Young. Free kick for KFA inside their own half. Another change will be made by Reinas. So coming out is Sampson. They call her Kunta. I don't know why.
Who come in?
Randy, no bucket. Nicolette Prendergast.
So Prendergast coming in, replacing Sampson. She wears the number 10 jersey.
And she's 11 years old. She's 11.
He's 11 years old, they say. Don't know how true that is.
She got Reinas when she was 18.
I have to wonder what school she attends.
The school should have pep recently. Oh. No, primary school.
Could have I saw someone like her in Discovery Bay recently. Ball floating inside. Johnson trying to clear the possession. I think it was the in-sports football competition.
Can be.
So the final was held in Discovery Bay, and she was there. Well, she played on the boys' team. She did look good, though, to be honest. One ball for four, looking for Sean on the right-hand side. The Kingston Football Academy. She's dangerous. Clark in the defensive prowess. Clark trying to get the better. Oh, she got the better. Oh, that's a surprise. And a yellow card will be coming out. I think the scene for retaliation. And both players having words, Clark and Sin. Yellow card shown to Tiny Sin. Ashbourne taking the free kick. Ashley puts it on the right. Brilliant ball on the right hand side. Oh, inside. Seems he wants to go inside. She has won by the possession though. It's Ashley. Johnson for Kingston Football Academy. Oh, bonded her off the ball though. That was aggressive. That was aggressive indeed by Young. But she has given away a free kick to Kingston Football Academy just outside their penalty area. Nil all the scoreline. ISSA Construction Reinas Cup, the 2023 edition. Johnson. Oh, brilliant ball by Johnson. She's onside. Going forward. Tried to pull it back, but the defense swarmed down on Scene, who changed wings. It was operating on the right, is now gone on the left. Nelson. Lee. Standing strong. Lee using her strength. Nelson, the captain, inside the center circle. A long range effort on the bounce. Goalkeeper Felicia Brown collects with ease. The signal made to referee Tyrrell as the player's down. I think Mignot is down and holding her left leg. Not looking good at all for Mignot. National Under 20 representative. I say let's maybe right. And the medic team is on the field. No goals scored just yet in this matchup. Just a recap of what happened so far. Starting from 2:10 this afternoon. In the second game, Ballers defeated Next Generation by 4-0. Goals scored by Paris London Dennis. Yes, Paris London Dennis. That's the name. Also, Sabrina McDonald put her name on the score sheet. Wedderburn and Ward. So Dora Ward scoring the fourth goal, minute 99. And then in the first game against Y5 from out of Portland, Genesis from Manchester, was Genesis coming through on top with a 1-0 margin. Goal scored by Rihanna Dixon. That separated both teams. So 3 points going both to two teams, and Mignot hobbling off the field. And I'm looking on the bench to see if somebody's warming, but somebody's warming behind the bench. So Mignot is going on her heels. You know, if she's walking on her heels, you know that's cramp. But play will continue here. And it will be Kingston Football Academy's possession. Has been an interesting day of activities. Football galore at the Waterhouse Stadium. Thank you very much for tuning in to our broadcast today. We broadcast 3 games, 3 different matches. So Smith is being substituted for the Kingston Football Academy. Cassandra Smith has been taken off. So they're playing with 10 players at the present time. So Mingna trying to come back on. I don't think she'll be substituted just yet. She's a warrior, and she's going back on the field. So Mignot is back on. Johnson. So they're back to 11. Hobbling Mignot is back on the field for Kingston Football Academy. No goal scored just yet. Wanna put on the right. Broken up by Ashbourne. Oh, through the legs. On the player that just came on. There's Johnson. Trying to roll it to Williams.
Pull up.
And Johnson going down for Kingston Football Academy. And you may think she's stretching. You may say it's cramps. Well, to be honest, all these players, a majority of these players, were busy of recent taking exams. So I don't think they were getting much training in. And if they did do any training, it wasn't much.
Yeah, Richards, Buckley, and Maya, and a ragga handle.
So broken up. That's right, Ashley.
Akila. Left back. Left back should play. And Tiny play right back.
Well put forward now.
Yeah,
Looking for Young. Well, they're telling the goalkeeper to come.
exactly.
And going around, Leslie was Young, but custodian Felicia Brown was there.
I don't know what the problem.
Nelson takes a shot, and it balloons from her left boot and went wide from the right upright by about 12 or 14 yards. Still no goals on the cards just as yet. We've seen 5 goals so far in today's action. Almost gave it away, turning beautifully. It was Tolo. And Young with another foul. About the 4th time she has, or the 3rd time since she came on the park, she has committed a foul. Handball seen by referee Williams, the guilty party or guilty person.
Yeah. 10 seconds. 12 seconds. And then copyright. 12 seconds, you know.
Broken up. Here's Titus Seaton now for Kingston Football Academy. She has some space on the left. Holds up the play. Rolls it. But broken up by Clark. But right in the form of Tullow. Options on the right hand side. Johnson's offside. Defense came up. Left Johnson in the offside position. Seen by the second assistant Page.
think was a cup. Think was a claim. Let me check if it's a claim we get.
Nelson is
See if
finding
it's a claim we
Ashley.
get.
Clark turns it back to her custodian, Thor.
It's a copyright claim we get.
Then to Clark. They're very confident in their defensive third.
Which team?
That's Reinas Academy.
Yeah, man.
Nelson.
No, I just did the same thing.
Clark.
It's not play for long. Yeah. But actually 12 seconds did I play for.
Looking for a trick pass though to Ashley. Acting like she was going upfield. Ball lobbed inside by Tolo. Looking for Seaton. But the goalkeeper was there. And cleared. But she's out of her position. Cleared by Ashley.
Oh, the man drop stuff. The man drop like fly.
Taken away. Forcing the play upfield.
Let's go.
And there's another player. There's another player that's down. But
That don't make no sense. I break the back on it.
Yeah, and you don't know make it call already, that's why.
so the fact
Drop like
is,
flies.
the coach of Reinas Academy not happy with that decision from Carl Terrell. Can't blame Carl Terrell too much though, to be honest. And the Kingston Football Academy players are down, not one, not two, or three.
Shoot them.
I said before, majority of them were taking exams, so I don't think they were getting that training in. As they should, I should say. But still an all score line, the third match of this triple header.
She's up. 12? No, 13. Okay. 12, yeah. Yeah, 13. Okay, she's 12 this time. Yeah. 12, right? This time, no? Yeah, she had 12 this time.
Yeah, this one cool. That's the same question. About 15 minutes. 13 minutes.
30 minutes to go to complete this fixture again for the second time in this game. We see Forbes hobbling off the field. She hobbled off earlier on. No one touched her this time around. And maybe the change will be made now.
Dangerous. Gonna need the central midfielder role in
It's a new player in for Kingston Football Academy. Adlam wears number 14 jersey. She was brought in earlier on. It's for Burnett.
Midnight around the back now. Midnight come off. Midnight come off. Oh.
So who came off
Oh, good
was Forbes who came off. So Forbes came off the field for Kingston Football Academy.
Sit down now. Power.
So they're going to take the position away. Here comes Reinas. Now puts the ball on the right hand side. But Leslie is there in defense. And she's a strong defender. Ball held up. So she could not shield it anymore. So turned it into touch for a throw.
Ball one. Yeah.
Ashbourne. Grant. Trying to force a play across the face of goal. Was not successful. Cleared by Tolo. Ashbourne looking for Young. A shot across the face of goal, dragged it wide. Nelson, the captain, dragged it wide. All through the legs of Stevenson. Now the ball floated. Goalkeeper is outside the penalty area. Launches upfield. Johnson failed to control properly. In the meantime, Brendan wants to give and go. She's 12 years old with her turning Nelson beautifully. Ashbourne goes forward now for Reinas. Being tackled up somewhat. No whistle on the play. Tackle coming in from Elliott. Oh, turning beautifully. Johnson controls. Oh, brilliant ball looking for Seaton. Burst of speed from Seaton. The flag goes up.
She come from behind and play. They can't reach the impact and oh, she was way behind it. Part of the reference linesman to decide to you can't keep up.
So time dwindles in this third game. No goals on the cards just yet. Ashbourne goes forward. Oh, goes by one ever so sweetly. Elliott left behind. Ashbourne, the cross comes, is blocked and goes out for a corner to Reinas. Ashbourne, he will take it.
Before they go up on the pitch,
Swing the ball inside the penalty area at the near post. Gathered by the custodian Brown. Brown with the clearance. Seaton timed perfectly. Turning Seaton. Throws it to Johnson. Johnson looking for the movement of Adlam. Oh, brilliant. Down to Johnson. Johnson turns. Being ushered away from opponent's goal. Williams. Oh, goes between two players and slides in. And she's still on the ground though. Williams, she came in extremely hard a short while ago after she over dribbled. And signal not made to the bench just as yet by referee Tyrrell. As she's taking her sweet time to go back on her feet. And there's another player who is down, this time for Reinas Academy. Two players, a goalkeeper, Thor, and a defender. Well, they are both up. That's Lee who was down. Is there another change going to be made? Yes. Kingston Academy. So Kingston Academy making another change. The third and final game. It's a construction.
For us? Oh.
We'll come up with that.
Oh, poor header of the young lady. Prendergast tried to latch on, but clearance made brilliantly. Looking for Adler, turns it inside. Tullow almost falling over the possession. Tullow, it is one defender. Swings the ball on the right hand side, looking for Adler. But goalkeeper Thor was there, monitoring her penalty area. Stop the attack from Kingston Football Academy. No goals just yet in the third game of the 2023 edition of the ISSA Construction Reinas Cup. Starting here at Waterhouse, we'll be journeying all over the island, playing respective games for the next 7 or 6 weeks. Seaton trying to get the better of Turner. And Turner gets the better of Seaton, goes the other way. So says referee Tyrrell. Throw taken. Ashbourne in street of the possession. It's by Williams. Lays it off to Seaton. Seaton lines up, takes a shot, goes wide on the bounce. Goalkeeper Thor. It's running down the clock. Actually hobbling somewhat, looking uncomfortable. Ahead. Tullow. So another don't know if they're going to be making a change with the reserve goalkeeper. So checking on the time though.
Let's go, Anya.
So 3 minutes to go to regulation time. So decision will it be made for her to be replaced by coach Neo Oxford. The reserve goalkeeper is warming up. So a lot of time will be added on, I think.
She's just 10 years old now, so she can make it. Yeah. What's your locks in height? No, very risky.
So let's see if she can continue. That is the big question.
You need to call him and tell him competition and not our future. No?
So the referee is speaking to the medical officer. I see like she'll stay on as time winds down. So the fans here asking what time, how much time left in the game. Richards. Turning back to Richards. Let's boot of Adlam. But Young has been a Terminator, if you can call her that. She's a no-nonsense player. She wins the possession. She rolls it forward, looking for Nelson. Two players collide from Kingston Football Academy, and Tullow comes away with it. Turning away. Oh, brilliantly done. It's by Johnson looking for Seaton. Seaton lobs the goalkeeper, and this could be the first goal. And it's saved, but no, it's turned in. It's turned in. This by McLaren. Kingston Football Academy. McLaren, when he was saved off the line, came in with the left boot to break the deadlock. The former Reinas player, now representing Kingston Football Academy, has bring the dagger to the heart of the Reinas team as they trail by 1, and Kingston Football Academy, they lead by 1-0. It's ISSA Construction Reinas Cup at Waterhouse, the third game of 3, winding down on the stroke of regulation time.
Shove!
in the roof of the net and seen she was injured.
No matter. Pick it up. Look who's by there.
And there was a brilliant ball this by Johnson. Fighting Seaton. Well, loved the goalkeeper. Had a deflection on it though. Half partially blocked.
So that's the goal to Kingston Football Academy. So 1-0.
So McLaren the goal scorer.
Reinas win.
Starting our proceedings. Referee Tyrell looks on his clock. So 1 is a score line in favor of Kingston Football Academy. Ashley puts it on the right hand side. Oh, Minglet is there and hit the first assistant and apologizes. Is there a change going to be made here by Kingston Football Academy? Making a change. Slowing down the clock, someone running down the clock. So the player's in. New player, will tell you her name in a very short while. Ashbourne floats the ball inside the penalty area, but the goalkeeper is all alone. Felician Brown at the near post, being marshalled somewhat by her sweeper Leslie.
Reinas will lose. Let's go.
Handball. The referee allows play to continue. Grant puts the play on the right.
Well done, Tiana.
Ashbourne trying to swing the ball across, deflected. Yeah, the new player. Oh, take it away. Brilliantly done. Brilliantly done. Cleared somewhat. Nelson puts on the right. And the ball rolls into touch for a throw. And going down is Nelson, the captain. Suffering a bit of cramp. During time added on. This fixture, the third game of 3. So the throw. Still not comfortable at all, Nelson. But she's trying to fight it. Ball rolls into touch. A throw.
Push up.
Oh, taken away. Ashling. A shot taken, not the greatest attempt at all. And bounces wide of the left upright. So in 4 minutes of time added on. The 94th. Goal kick taken. Ball to touch for a throw coming off the boot. Ashbourne. Has been high level game between these two teams. And a foul throw. Throw taken. Ashling, the forward, looking for the captain. Whoa, on into Mignot. And the captain, Nelson, and Mignot colliding. And would it be Mignot? Would it be who gets the worst end of that challenge? Mignot is rolling around. Nelson still on the ground. Both players are. And after being down 1-0 for the last couple of minutes. Nelson trying to lift her team, but not doing so right now. It's a construction, Reinas Cup, the 2023 edition. Has been a long day. Started from just after 2. And Mignot walking off. She's on her feet. And Nelson also on her feet. Nelson from Reinas. Mignot from Kingston Football Academy in the white top and black shorts. So I think the final whistle will come very soon. So Carl Tyrrell, an experienced campaigner, former FIFA referee, part of the CASAFA referees. Let's see what decision will be made by Tyrrell. Play continues. Richards. Adlam. Stevenson now picks up the play. Brilliant pass. Prendergast. Ashley puts the play forward. Kingston Football Academy having that 1 goal advantage. Prendergast rolls it and read well by Mignot. The ball now put to Ashbourne on the right hand side. Being tackled, she goes by one sweetly. A shot towards goal, but right to goalkeeper Felicia Brown at her near post. Final whistle should be coming any moment now. Looking at the referee. Turning beautiful is Johnson, but only to find Turner. Clark. Turned away from our goalkeeper. Chips it to Ashbourne. Half line. Ashbourne winning a throw. Grant. Taken away. A bit of skill being shown. On left hand side, this from Williams. Michaela Williams. Ashbourne threw it away. So I'm looking on the minutes though, to be honest. So Mignot has booted the ball outside. And looking on the referee, Tyrrell.
Oh, explanation that.
Cross comes inside the penalty area. Turning a shot which is blocked. And that should signal the last play of the game. Referee Tyrrell brings a halt to the proceedings as Kingston Football Academy, they hang on to win 1-0 over Reinas Academy in the final game of 3 in the ISSA construction. This is the Reinas Cup in the 2023 edition. Thank you very much for joining our broadcast. As the 2 games earlier showcased Genesis defeating Wi-Fi by 1-0. And the last game before this was Ballers blanking Next Generation by 4-0. On behalf of the entire team, we bid you farewell, and we'll actually bring you more as the season progresses.
We thank our sponsors, ISSA Construction, ISSA Construction, Sports of Jamaica, and just one announce, you can restrict the music room. And upon responding on it, he uses restrooms and remaining is in back, is check-in and is approved. So, for the final time here, so before the day, let's thank you all for coming out this ability. The Dimitri Stadium, and we have a spectacle from Walton Stadium.